You got the touch. You got the
Arise, Rodimus Prime.
Rodimus Bill here, and we're finally on day 24 of the 2018 Star Wars Advent Calendar. Now, for the final reveal on day 24, it is... Drumroll, please. Move your hand. Alright. It is Rebel Pilot Snowman. There it is, Rebel Pilot Snowman. Now we're going to have Connor build that for us. And then we're going to do a complete review of all 24 Lego pieces. That shouldn't take you too long to build, will it, Connor?
Nope.
Alright, let's build it. Then we can go through every single day. We're going to start from day 1, though. We're going to do it backwards, folks. A lot of extra pieces on this Lego set this year. A lot of extra pieces. And I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas Eve. And I want to thank you for watching Rodimus Bill. And if you want, check out the Star Wars Advent Calendar playlist where we go in each detail every single day and do the reveal for that day. And also check out all my other playlists. We do Transformers, we do Marvel, we do DC, we do movie reviews. We got a whole section, all the new Aquaman toys. But now back to Star Wars. Seems like Connor's having a little problem. What are you doing?
Trying to even this one.
Alright. Saying you always complain because you never got to build anything.
Okay.
They always give you a lot more arms than you need. Alright. This is Rebel Pilot Snowman. And he is pretty cool. Although he's got a square block. He's got the 2 arms. He's got the helmet. Now, posability, whoops, really doesn't have any posability. The head and the arms do twist. Does he have 2 faces? Nope, he's just got 1 face. That is Rebel Pilot Snowman. Alright, now we're going to do from day 1, way back on December 1st, we had the Star Wars Landspeeder from Episode 4, A New Hope. He had 1 gray engine that went there, not on top. He had the see-through cockpit. Very, very nice. Then on day 2, from The Last Jedi, Episode 8, we had Rose Tico. Her and Finn went on that useless adventure to the casino, which we won't go into right now. But that was Rose. Day 3... we switched over to the cartoon show, The Freemaker Adventure, and we had their ship, the Arrowhead. And this was a pretty neat little ship, too. I've never seen this before, so I'm glad the Star Wars, the Advent Calendar decided to do different directions. And that's 1, 2, 3, and day 4, we had the Republic Fighter Tank. And this one was pretty neat, too. It had the movable missiles, or little turrets to the side. I don't know if we could have put those up and down. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, just to the side. And this was from probably the prequel. Probably either episodes 2 or 3. Day 5, we had the Bounty Hunter IG-88 from Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. He came with 2 weapons, 1 big long weapon, articulation, you can move the feet, are 1 piece, the arms, the head. All in all, now this was a rehash of an older design they did, but IG-88 is still pretty neat. And day 6 was still my favorite out of all 24 days. I can't believe they had the gumption to do this. Day 6 was Cloud City. Whoops. With a twin pod cloud car that you can move up and down and rotate around. Now this, it's not much, but it's just the way they did it. I'm glad they finally brought a big, huge Cloud City into a little Lego minifigure. And you could tell it's Cloud City. Alright, day 7, Naboo Starfighter. All the way down. And Cloud City was also from episode 5. Now, the Naboo Starfighter, we're looking at if I can get him out of the package. This guy is always hard to get out of the box. Come on, Rose, stand up. Yeah, some of these figures do not like to stand up. Naboo Starfighter, little Annie drove this in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and he destroyed the Trade Federation ship. And we're missing one of the yellow things. It's got to be somewhere in the box. And that was episode 1. Day 8, we have Roger, the Battle Droid. Now these were from episode 1. This was actually one of the very first things we saw in the prequel trilogy in episode 1, The Phantom Menace, with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan on the Trade Federation starship. Day 9, we have General Grievous' Starfighter. Now, General Grievous was in episode 2, I believe, because I think he met his end in episode 3, but this was episode 2, the Attack of the Clones, and this one also we had to look up to see what it was. I want to thank, too, Jay's Brick Blog for publishing a website where we could see what these figures are. I've relied on him the last couple years. Alright, General Grievous was day 9. Day 10 was the laser turret, and it is actually built correctly this time. You could actually move it up and down, and oh, ready? Whoa. Everybody got your 3D glasses on? There you go. As long as you had your 3D glasses on, you saw the little shot, the little laser cannonball. And this, I don't really remember what episode this was in, or what movie this was in, or what TV show this was in. But it's the laser turret for day 10. Yes, day 11. Day 11, we're going back to the Freemaker Adventure cartoon show. And we have the youngest Freemaker called a Rowan Freemaker. Of course, see the Freemakers are a bunch of scavengers and repair people in the early days of, I believe, Star Wars or shortly before it. Now, that was day Rowan. Day 12. Day 12. This was Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. Also pretty neat. And this, I would think, would be in episode 2 at the very beginning of Attack of the Clones. This is also a very neat ship. Star Wars has really gone out of the way to do some ships that we've never seen before this small. 13. We're skipping ahead to episode 7. The Force Awakens. This is the Imperial Troop Transport, where we first see Finn as FN 187, 287, something like that. 2187, there you go. And this also is a pretty neat little ship. The little laser goes up and down. And, oh, you could make it go side to side too, but it pops off. So that was a pretty new addition to the Star Wars Lego family. Let's see, that was day that was day 13. Day 14 is another rehash. This is a weapons rack with two, I think these are the identical weapons that, IG-88 had. Two weapons and a chest of weapons, which you couldn't open up. So that was the weapons rack. Not a big deal. And that was day 14. Day 15. Day 15. We've got... Now we're jumping to Rogue One. We've got the Death Trooper from Rogue One. Very nice Stormtrooper. I think these are the only Stormtroopers that could actually hit somebody. And he's only got one size face, even though you can't see it with the thing on. But that is the Death Trooper. And that was day 15. Day 16, episode 7. This was the Rathtar, the creature that Han Solo was transporting when Rey first finds him, and that takes care of all the bad guys. And that is a pretty cool figure. It makes me wish they would have done a Sarlacc pit from The Last Jedi or The Return of the Jedi. I'm sure he would look very similar to the Rathtar. Alright. And now we go from the Rathtar was day 16. Day 17, I had to look this guy up. Because his real name is the Guavian Death Gang Soldier. He was also on the ship with the Millennium Falcon. And no, you can't take his head off. Guavian Death Gang Soldier. This was also one of the guys that wanted to go after Han Solo in The Force Awakens. So he's got no face, but he's still pretty cool. It's nice to have new additions to the Star Wars family. Okay, day 18. We're coming down on the 18th day of Christmas. My Star Wars calendar gave to me an Imperial TIE Fighter. First Order TIE Fighter. And I do like the TIE Fighter. They could have made this a very simple design, but the way they did it, I like the red, I like the black, I like the gray. Very, very nice. Looks the same from almost all sides. So that's the First Order TIE Fighter. Alright, day 19. This would be my second favorite. This is also a rehash of the original AT-AT Walker, but this is the AT-ACT Walker, all-terrain armored cargo transport walker. They did the AT-AT Walker a few years ago. The only difference is there's no orange, it is gray, and that is the AT. And you can move the head. Goes side to side. Each four of the legs are individual, and this is a very nice figure too. And we're trying to run out of room here. Whoops. Alright, day 20. Day 20. This is also I had to look up. Now we're going back to Rogue One. This is the Zeta class cargo shuttle. These transport the Kyber crystals off the planet that, what was the main girl in Rogue One? Her father got killed. That was when she found out her dad was still alive. And that is the Zeta class cargo transport. Alright, day 21. Actually, I think kind of this is my second favorite. Endor speeder bike from Return of the Jedi. These are the cool ones that Luke and Leia raced the speeder bikes in Endor. I forget what the stormtroopers are called. Scout troopers, yeah. And this is actually pretty neat. It's got the two guns in the front. I like how they got the see-through and the grass, so you can almost see like it's flying through the jungle. That is also pretty cool. It's got the handle on it. I think this is my second favorite. Alright, 3 more days. December 22nd. We actually messed up on the original video because we called this... Where is the 22nd? We would call this a futuristic Christmas tree. But it is a Christmas moisture evaporator, but colored green and with a star on it. Now this made its debut in episode 4, A New Hope, when Luke was on Tatooine, when he was looking out at the 2 stars, hoping for a better future, when his Aunt Owen and Uncle Brew would not let him join the academy. So that is the Christmas moisture evaporator. Day 23. Now this guy is listed on the back of the packaging. This is General Antok Merrick. He made his appearance in Rogue One. He was the Blue Leader Squadron at the Battle of Scarif that was based at a Yavin 4. So he might have even been in Star Wars A New Hope if he survived the Battle of Scarif. And then day 24 was the Rebel Helmet Snowman. Alright, and that is 2018 Lego Star Wars calendar. So we had all the movies represented. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this act walkthrough was from what? Rogue One 2?
Yep.
Yeah. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope. The only one we did not have present was Solo. We even had Solo and Rebels was not. There was no Rebels neither. But we had 2 from the Freemaker Adventures. We had a couple from The Last Hope, or the Force Awakens. So all in all, a very nice collection. I wish they wouldn't have done the laser turret and maybe something else, but I'm glad. So my number 1 is, these are my top 2 right there. Speeder Bike and Cloud City. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching us every day. Please go back and check the playlist. And as always, this is Rodimus Bill, saying may the Force be with you, and Merry Christmas. See you on the 2019 Star Wars Advent Calendar next year.